Hey, SR fam. Hope everyone is doing well. Welcome to Motivation Monday. Just want to do a little small clip just to kind of touch base with everyone in a way. I just want to let you guys that we're missing you like crazy. We're missing the gym. We're missing the life that you bring to it every day. So we just can't wait to get back. But Motivation Monday is a little bit more for my ASR athletes. I think our focus today is, or at least my focus today, is to get you a little bit inspired, a little motivated, instead of just kind of taking this time and not benefiting from it or feeling like you're getting better or sitting at home or whatever that may be. But anyway, so welcome to Motivation Monday. First thing I want to talk about is what inspires you. So being an athlete every day, we know. I mean, you're in cheer or whatever sport that you're playing because you're inspired to be greater, or someone inspired you, down the way or some sort, right? But my whole thing is, I typically always go to sports. So when I'm talking about teams, and I've been coaching for so long, I always reference whether it was professional athletes. I always went to sports. All my motivational talks were how this person overcame this and ended up being a champion here or failed here, and how he came back from his failures, whatever that may be. But lately, with everything that's going on in the world right now, my inspiration has come from just watching all the people on the front lines, from our everyone in healthcare, people working in the food industry to keep us fed, and from our military to our firefighters, police officers, officials, city officials, everyone involved in helping everything continue to go as we're at home. I feel like we have the easy part of being at home, where so many people are fighting on the front lines, and that's where my inspiration has come lately, where it's allowed me to kind of look at things a little bit differently. And I think I'll be stronger for it, better for it, and just and I hope to relate those things back to the gym as we continue to kind of move on and hopefully get through this, right? So thank you all that are out there being a part in some way, no matter what you're doing. We appreciate you from the bottom of our hearts, and we pray that you stay safe and through this tough time. We'll get through it together. Just like we always say, together we can, and this will be hopefully something we all get to talk about and for years to come. So as I move on, it's so find your inspiration then, right? So what is your inspiration? Like, I think today I feel I would say probably more inspired than I did when I started ASR. There's this newfound energy that just maybe being at home or realizing the things and the opportunities I get to do every day with the gym, being in the position that I'm in, how much more I can hopefully inspire and continue to do better things for the gym and for our athletes and for everyone that's involved. So I think that I'm more inspired today, I can truly say, than the day I even started the gym. And I'm excited. I'm excited to get back to work. To all my athletes, the main thing I want to say is you can still set goals. What's a daily goal? Let's say, and it's not just in cheer, let's say, hey, my daily goal today is to organize my closet. My daily goal today is I'm going to wake up today and I'm going to clean my room, and you'll be amazed at how these small goals will then turn into bigger goals. And then we're all of a sudden kind of feeling a little bit more accomplished every day, especially when we feel like we have nothing to do. I used to tell my dad all the time I'm bored, and a parent would tell you in a heartbeat that you don't have to be bored too long. There's a million things to do, especially at home. So with that being said, start with the daily goal, whatever that may be, and it could be helping your parents and everything too. So set a goal to help your parents with one thing, 2-3 things every day, and then just kind of start there. Then set a weekly goal, and then we'll talk about maybe setting a monthly goal and then a yearly goal. And those will all be in different phases, and those can be all completely different things, whether it's schoolwork, it could be what team you want to make, what skills you want to attain, and we'll, just kind of start with that. So no better time than right now to start a goals chart. So parents, I would advise you to get your kids and have them create a goals chart. And that goal can be all over the place. The goals don't have to be all about cheer. They don't have to be all about sports. They could be about school. They could be about achieving certain skills, wanting to do certain things as far as exercising more, riding bikes more family time, whatever that may be. But great time to start a goals chart for sure. And then go into what are those goals. My biggest thing is many of you are sitting at home going, well, how am I going to make a certain team or attain a certain skill right now? How am I actually going to get better sitting at home? Y'all, before, and I go back to I've been coaching for 22 years, and we didn't have these amazing facilities or training equipment that we're buying these days. I mean, we used to just grind it out with all kinds of stuff. We used to get so creative. And I'm sure the coaches before my time even were more creative with skills. And we had, I had teams with plenty of kids with double fulls on them all over the place. So we could still get better. So the big question is, there's no way I can do that. And I'm here to tell you that you're wrong. You could still get better starting today. So at home, let's say you're like, well, how am I going to get better? I've been trying to work on my back tuck. I was just getting my back tuck, and then this happened. I can't get in the gym. I can't go work out. That's not the way you should be thinking. Like, think about getting your back handsprings faster, making sure that your legs are together, making sure that your legs are straight, making sure that they're perfect, and work on maybe adding multiple back handsprings, and then work on your speed. Maybe on Monday, you noticed on a video that your back handsprings were kind of okay. And then by Wednesday, they gotten better. By Friday, then by next week, they're getting faster and faster. So boom, the day you get your standing back tuck, you have a standing to the back probably within the next hour. So those are things that you can do to improve every day. As far as just your skills, whether it's a back walkover, whether you're working on a standing back tuck, start strengthening your stomach muscles to where you feel like you're not having to grab your knees so much, so that when you are working on standing fulls, that motion is a whole lot easier and that pull into your twist is a whole lot tighter. So there's a lot of different things, and hopefully we'll be sending out some videos here weekly that can help you with some of that. But there's tons of videos out there, guys. We didn't have this growing up. We didn't have where I can get on YouTube or and parent permitting, of course, but you have all these videos where you have access to all this information where you can better yourself every day. So skills, a lot of the skills that you've had for a long time, those are going to be like riding a bike. You're going to walk straight into the gym and be able to do the skills that you were able to do 9 or 10 times out of 10. Those are going to be like riding a bike. The conditioning might be there. You might not be able to do them for a long period of time. Training for 2.5 hours might seem harder. But those of you that are young, especially, those skills are going to be like riding a bike. So be confident in those. Don't get in your head about them. I promise you, those skills will be like riding a bike. And then the skills that you want to attain, if you come back from this as a stronger athlete, you're going to get those skills a whole lot easier. So think of it that way. Conditioning. If you're at home, you need to be setting a goal each day on conditioning. How much conditioning are you going to do each day? You can still work on your stamina during whether it's tumbling. I know some of you have seen a lot of videos where people have mats at home. If you don't have mats, make sure that you're finding a safe performance surface, right? Grass seems to be pretty good, but make sure it's nice and flat. Make sure there's no rocks or anything in there. But there's a lot of skills you can attain in there. Doing push-ups. Let's say you're not that strong in upper body, but yet you're a base, or even flyers. Flyers have to be still really strong because your flexibility kind of comes in it with the strength of your legs. So if I'm kicking my leg up and I'm not the most flexible person in the world, it's still going to take a lot of upper body strength for me to be able to hold my leg by the side of my head if I'm not that flexible. So push-ups, if you started with 10 push-ups, then your goal by the end of the weekend is, are you strong enough to do 15 push-ups, 12 push-ups? Then by next week, you're going to be finding yourself 15 push-ups is a whole lot easier. Then you'll be doing 20 push-ups, and you'll be doing 30 push-ups. And by the time you come back, you might be able to do 35 straight push-ups. So yes, you are now a stronger athlete due to the conditioning that you've been putting in every day. So get stronger. Simple as that. Get stronger. Flexibility. We talk about flexibility on jumps. We talk about flexibility in flyers. Everybody should be stretching. Again, there's a lot of videos that are out there, and we help to put out some free videos that can help you out with that, okay? But flexibility is something you should be taking time of every day, and this is a time to get flexible. This is a good time to put some work in and get better every day. So if you're not that flexible, but you want to be flexible and you want to be a flyer and you're not coming back with more flexibility, there's really no excuse. Because a lot of people always go, I'll sit there and go, well, by the time I get out from school cheer, I got to go to ASR. By the time I come back here, I just don't have any time, coach. No, you have plenty of that now. So no excuse. It goes back to being that great athlete. If you want to make it happen, you will make it happen and you will create it. All right. So, next thing I'll say is take the time now to work on your weaknesses. So if you have 5 categories, right? Most of us are going to be really like working on 3, and there's probably 1 to 2 categories that you just don't love. You just get by. All right. This is the time where I challenge you to work on those weaknesses. All right. I could say a weakness for us is as a program that we have gotten better at, but let's say jumps. No one loves jumps. The ones that do love jumps have great jumps. So what a coincidence there, right? It's probably because they work on them. But jumps are something that typically are a weakness for most athletes. Well, you don't need a private in your yard to work on your jumps. You don't need a spot on your jump. So in a lot of cases, this is a time where you could work on your jumps. You can work on that flexibility or the strengthening. And again, we'll help you and put out some videos there, but there's a lot of instructions, a lot of videos there that can probably help you out there. So, I always go back to the greatest athletes. Picture this. If we were to leave you in the gym and you were by yourself and no one was watching you, so you had no motivation from others but yourself, would you work on those weaknesses? Or would you just go be in the gym for an hour by yourself working on the things you're already really good at? That's a question you need to ask yourself. So you work on those weaknesses. I think that's what separates the great athletes from the good ones and the good ones from the not so good ones. So best advice I can give you today is work on your weaknesses to become an all-around great athlete. All right? And take this time to also work on creating the best version of who you can be. I've always told people it's not about levels, and it's never should be about levels. It's always about being the best you, and hopefully we've created that at ASR for you. But be the best you that you can be, and if you love doing what you're doing, then the only thing that you owe yourself at the end is the best version of what you're capable of being. So I feel that at the end of the day, we're going to love you. If you made it to level 3 and that's as high as you made it, you can still impact the sport. You can still gain so much from it as long as that you're goal oriented and you gave yourself the best shot of being the best you. I think that's all anyone can ask for. And at the end of the day, you're going to gain so much from that than what level you actually made it to or accomplished. Okay. So that's just something to kind of keep in mind as you're getting through all your training. All right. So now I'm going to get into a little bit of, I know I've been kind of going a little bit all over the place there, but I just wanted to leave you with a little bit of motivation as we head back, guys. 2021, look out. ASR is just going to continue to get better. We have a lot of momentum. We have a amazing group of people all the way around that we're going to continue to keep this momentum going. And I want to congratulate everyone on an awesome season. Stay motivated, stay working. Let's get better. Let's all get better, because I think this is something, a goal every year is I want to make the gym better every year. And there's ways to improve. We want no holes from top to bottom, and we're going to continue to improve in the areas that we need to. But we're super excited, and with you being motivated and putting in that effort, that's what's going to allow us to be successful at the end of the day. And I have no doubt that the culture that we've created is what makes us better. So keep pushing each other. Our staff pushes each other. I continue to try to push myself every day, and this has just been the right motivation that we needed to get back and be better and stronger for it. So can't wait to get back. I love you all. Parents, you're amazing. Thank you for letting us stay connected with your athlete. If you need anything through this time, don't be afraid to ask. We got to lean on each other. This is a time where the word family really needs to be taken to heart. So if anyone needs anything, let's lean on each other and let's get through this thing together. But can't wait to be back. Can't wait to see the red, white, and blue every day. All right. Love you. Hope this motivates you a little bit today. But let's get to work today and let's not wait for tomorrow. Love y'all.